Hello, and thank you so much for joining me for Lunchtime Look. My name is Sharon Rogers, and I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator from Wells, Maine. And this is my supervisor, Crash. Say hi, Crash. And every Thursday, we like to come to you with a little creative break. And now you may be watching this over your work lunchtime break, or perhaps you're watching this at some other time altogether when it's most convenient to you. Either way, happy to have you here. Today, I'm going to be sharing with you all the homemade Christmas cards that I received this year. I think it's fun to give you a shout out for taking the time to send me a homemade card, and maybe some of you are going to get some ideas for next year's Christmas cards or adapt them to whatever season you want to make cards for. Let's take a look. This first card is from my friend Sandy. Sandy and I go way back. We attended church back together in the day. She now lives in South Dakota, but Sandy is among one of my very first customers. She attended a workshop that I was holding with another friend from church, and Sandy went on to host many workshops herself and also join my team. So, simple card. They don't have to be elaborate to be beautiful. So a sentiment, a focal image, and some great cardstock. And there you have a nice Christmas card. This card is from my also longtime friend. She is my longest team member. This is from Sheila, and she just celebrated her 20 years with Stampin' Up! As a demonstrator. And so this uses the Jolly Holly hybrid embossing folder, so it partially cuts out all these holly leaves. And so Sheila is still on my team today, 20 years later, 20 out of my 25 as a demonstrator. This card is from Diana. She looks like she fussy cut out this image from one of the designer series paper, and she used, I love these little peppermint embellishments. I've got several packs still, I think. And Diana, I first met Stampin' Wise during COVID. She and her friend Susan found me online somehow, and they have been part of the Stamperhood ever since. Now, let's see. And then we have this one. This is from Julie. Yeah, this is from Julie. Julie is, she lives right down the road from me. We first met also at church. She goes to a different church now. She lives down the road from me, and she loves to do different things with her cards. And so this one is, can you see it? This one's made primarily from an envelope. So she used an envelope as the front of a card. And then lots of little sparkly glimmer paper and foil. And then we have, this is from Elaine. Elaine lives in Vermont. I was introduced to her sometime during or shortly after COVID by my sister. She used, this is, I forgot which paper this was, but it had some die cut pieces to it. And this joy was from a paper pumpkin add-on, which I love the paper pumpkin add-ons because it usually gives you a die cut word, and then it's got shapes and label shapes and lots of just little great little additions. And then this one, I love this one. This one is from, believe it or not, a friend that lives in Florida. And so Ruth and I don't know how she stumbled upon my page, but she did. And she's a Clubhouse member now. And she traveled up. She's originally from Rhode Island, but she came up to Maine/New Hampshire, made the rounds. And we met just a couple of years ago. And that was lots and lots of fun. But I love how she used, she does not experience this kind of winter anymore. I'm betting she misses it though, but I really loved this sleigh set as well. And then this is from Reba. Reba is another online customer. She did live in Louisiana, I think, and she now lives in Texas. And every year she sends me a beautiful card, usually focused that has a foil die cut on it. But she also includes a piece of tatting that she does. And I don't know how to do tatting, but she does. And so she made me another ornament this year that I proudly hung on my tree. This is from Jeffrey. I think so, right? Let me see. Yep, it's from Jeff. And Jeff is the sole male member of the Stamperhood. And he does beautiful work. And I just love this snowy scene. And he always does such really great work. And he's the sweetest guy. And when it comes to our team meetings or actually any gathering that he's at, he's the snack guy. He brings lots of candy. So he's quite popular. And this is from my sister, Tony, who lives in Vermont. And for many years, she would just, use a few things here and there and steal from my mom's stash and make cards when I was up and stuff. But she has now become a team member and has really fallen in love, I think, with creating cards. And she also likes to create treat holders for her friends and her Sunday school ladies. And then this one is from Priscilla, who used to live up here, but now she has moved to Florida. So a hearth is probably not again where she probably doesn't have one in her Florida home, but she remembers many New England winters. But beautiful colors, lots of nice little die cuts in there. And that is from Priscilla. So those were the handmade cards that I received this year. Always love receiving handmade cards. So thank you to all of you who sent these to me. Thank you so much for sharing a little bit of your Thursday with me. Now, I hope you will join me tomorrow night for Friday Night Live as I share how I created this card that I sent out to those people who had placed orders or attended classes in 2025. And as part of my 25th Stampiversary, which is coming up on Sunday, I included a fun little scratch card that all you needed to do was scratch this to reveal a prize. You have to redeem your prize by the 11th, which is Sunday. So if you have not yet scratched, please do so and then follow the directions on the back for claiming your prize. But I'm really excited to show you how to create this card. It really is very simple, and I think it's going to be one you're going to want to try right after Friday Night Live. Hope to see you then.